we're doing 3 bad experiences.
Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am very excited because for the first time ever, I'm doing a collaboration video with
GlobalFashionGal!
So wait, is it GlobalFashionGal?
Yes.
Gal.
Yeah.
It sounds very uncool when I say it. And today we are sharing our 3 most shocking or just worst experiences while living in Singapore. Some of them are from Singaporean people and some of them are just bad experiences, and I happen to be in Singapore at the time. But we don't know what each other's stories are. So
yeah, it's gonna be a little secret.
So I guess I'll start. I made a video about this before and it was almost a year ago now. I was walking back home from Clementi Station. There was
watched this video.
Yeah, okay, so I could, I'll make it brief for some people already know. I could sense that there was someone near me, but I couldn't see anyone around me. I was already kind of on edge a little bit. I was walking up the stairs and I got to the top and then I turned around and there was a guy 1 step behind me, directly behind me, no one else around me, just him directly behind me with his phone out like this, obviously filming up my skirt or taking a photo or something. And it wasn't my first time at the rodeo, so my instant reaction was to just kick him. So he stumbled down a couple of stairs and then he dropped his phone over the edge. Anyway, to cut it short, I managed to run down, get the phone, and ran back to my condo and we called the police. I haven't posted an update about it, but I guess a quick update is that so they have his phone, they know his name, and they found multiple other photos and videos on his phone. Yeah, and so it's
just part of his collection.
Yeah, basically, and it's still an ongoing investigation. So I think they're just trying to compile every bit of evidence they can against him.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So the fact that other people have been affected, I was okay, then you deserve everything you get.
Yes,
basically.
yeah. That's a problem here, I've noticed.
Yeah.
I even see ads, even MRT,
if you get molested, call the police.
There's even ones for don't take pictures of people's skirts.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've seen it.
May have been inspired by somebody. No.
Yeah, I haven't said anything at all, but earlier this week I actually caught a man doing it to somebody else.
Really?
So I took a picture of the man and I ran up to the girls. I airdropped them the photo.
Yeah.
And then they went and reported it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
I thought it was so disgusting.
Yeah. Actually, when I was at Universal Studios recently, just the other day, there was this older man, with his phone up, and he put it up as I was walking past. I thought he was taking a selfie, he was posing like this. But then the front flash went off and I was like, I was just pretend that didn't happen, Hannah. Don't get mad, you don't know he was trying to take a photo of you, that's fine. And then 2 minutes later, he turns to me and does the same thing. The flash is still on.
Wow, what an idiot.
And I just went and I was like, oh hell no. So I stormed out, I was like, excuse me, can you not take photos of me without asking? And he was his accent was really, really thick, so I'm not sure what he was trying to say. But I was like, if you understand me, do not take photos of me without asking. It's just inappropriate. I don't know. He was like, oh, but you're so beautiful. And I was like, no, stop it, no. I got really mad.
Yeah, that's really inappropriate. That's a total violation. Well, okay, so I'll share one of mine. It has to do with also taking photos. I was going to my boyfriend's Halloween work party. So I was in costume. I dressed up as an alien.
Right.
So I wore a shirt, something spacey, but then I had a homemade antenna that I made with just a headband. And just little things hanging out, you know? So I'm just on the MRT, minding my own business. I have it on. And then I see in the corner of my eye, and some guy is sending a picture of me to a bunch of his friends.
Oh.
So I tapped him on the shoulder and I said, is that a picture of me? And he was like, I'm like, yeah, it is. That is me.
I was being polite, but I know it's a picture of me, so.
And I was just going at him. I was like, that is rude. If you want a picture with me, I'll gladly take a picture, but don't take a secret picture of me. No. That's inappropriate.
Oh, gosh.
And it was so awkward because he was just laughing. And I'm
it just boils my blood. Oh, it makes me so angry.
I know.
It's not so much I care what I look like in the photo. It's just I don't know what you're doing with that photo. I don't know where it's going. What's the caption?
Be an internet meme.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not nice.
It's really not nice.
So this next one is not necessarily it's terrible because I'm in Singapore. It was just terrible in general. So when I was doing the Christmas show last year at Universal Studios, it was called Santa's Village. Yeah, I was an elf. So we're roaming elf for a 45-minute set. So I didn't realize at supermarkets, if you buy fresh chicken meat from Fair Price and stuff like that, it was frozen at one point and then they've thawed it and then they have that. So it says in tiny writing, do not refreeze. I didn't know that at the time, so I bought a whole bunch of it because it was really cheap, and then I froze it, and then I would defrost it again and then cook it at home. It was like just not good for my stomach, and I was having to run back and forth to the bathroom for like a week straight, and I already wasn't really a fan of the show that I was doing, but the fact that I was on set, like, I'm a happy elf, so happy to be here. Oh God, oh 1 second, I just like literally sprinting to the bathroom. Everyone's like, where did she? Never mind. I had to like tell everyone, like, guys, I might have to like run to the bathroom a couple of times. Yeah, that's just letting you all know.
Especially while you're performing.
Yeah, and I have to have like this happy face the whole time. Meanwhile, my stomach is like grumbling and turning. Yeah, I'm just like, oh no, this is not fun. I'm just like, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh no.
Funny in hindsight, but yeah.
This one will probably be when I was really disappointed with Singapore. I was quite like, I would be happy if I could just move, you know?
Oh really?
Yeah, it hit me pretty hard. So it actually has to do with one of my YouTube videos. It's actually my most popular video. So it grew really quickly. After I uploaded it, it went viral basically. And it was my, how do you pronounce the name of the airport?
Changi?
Changi. There's a good question why I asked you that, and you'll find out why in just a second. It was when I was going to the open house of Terminal 4 at Changi Airport. Now, please excuse me if I still can't learn how to pronounce it. I'm sorry.
Hate.
No, seriously though, I got so much hate over that, to the point that people were telling me I need to leave Singapore and that I'm stupid. Someone even said, oh, look at your thick, fat American neck with a pale white face that can't even pronounce Changi. You know, like really, really racist comments. I have never seen.
Oh gosh.
Like, I got hundreds, I'm not joking, hundreds of comments of people telling me that I'm stupid, that I'm not allowed to be in Singapore because I don't know how to pronounce the name of the airport.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently it's not pronounced Changi.
Is it like Changi?
I have no idea. Changi?
Changi?
Changi. Yeah, I think it's
I don't know.
Changi.
I have never had anyone tell me that Changi Airport is pronounced incorrectly.
Yeah, it's apparently from a Chinese origin, so they shouldn't get mad at us, you know?
Oh, come on.
Yeah. But it just got to the point that like every day I was getting such terrible comments, and it just spiraled out of control. Like, seriously, did I really come to a place that is so racist over like the littlest things?
Yeah.
So I was quite like disappointed, but after some time I kind of got over it. But I still get comments every once in a while. I'll get a notification and be like, oh.
And I hate that on YouTube you can't turn off notifications for one particular video. The video I put up in Hoi An, the title is I was sexually assaulted in Hoi An. It's factual, that's what happened, but I guess it was like a lesser sexual assault, and people were like, this is like clickbait, you're such a whore, such a bitch, dressed like a prostitute, blah blah. The worst comments I've ever received in my entire life. I was like, the internet's a terrible place, and like it would like really got me down for a really long time. And because you can't turn off notifications for one particular video, I wanted to see comments on like my recent videos, but I just kept getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of just hate every time I open the application. I'd be like,
I guess in the end, they're just making you more famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
Thanks for the views, guys.
Thank you.
So my last story, like, I was like, at the time when it happened, but it's kind of funny now in hindsight. I was walking down this pathway, there was like no one else around or anything. It was weird. I saw this older man riding towards me on his bike, and I was like, oh, he's riding a bike. On the pathway, it's pretty small. I'll step off the pathway to like make room. He was kind of like saying something, I'm not sure if it was directed at me, but he was saying something. I thought he might have been trying to talk to me. You know, me being like, I want to avoid any confrontation. I don't want him to, you know, there was no one else around. I was like, I'll protect myself as a female solo traveler. So I was just like, whoop, I kind of stepped off the pathway. And as he rode past, he just yells, Kula! I'll bleep that out. But yeah, I was just like,
wow.
I couldn't believe it. But like now I'm like, the fact that he said F you la just like cracks me up. Like,
and
I was like, alright.
That's unexpected.
Yeah. What did I do? I just stepped off the pathway to avoid confrontation, and then you like hurled this insult towards me. I was like, cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
So my last story, this is something that happened also earlier this week.
Oh, okay.
In case you guys don't know like what's going on with my life recently. My boyfriend got surgery a few weeks ago, and so at first he was in a wheelchair, then he was on crutches, now he's walking again. And, you know, he needs to use the lifts and sit in the disabled seats and stuff like that, whatever. Singapore's usually pretty good at that, making sure that disabled people get the right of way, you know? Even like help out. But this lady, I've come across her twice now, is extremely vicious. So the first time, because you know he needs to go to the lift, but it's taking him a while to get there, obviously, because he was temporarily disabled. But instead she tries to close the door to the lift as quickly as possible. And then that happened again with me, but I didn't know why she was pressing a button so much, so aggressively. But then we're trying to get into the lift, and she's like not really moving, and we're like, hello, like, can you make room for us? And she just gives us like the death stare the entire time. And like,
was she even disabled in any way?
No.
Why are you in the lift then?
Yeah, and I know, exactly. And it just like really rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm like, wow, what if this was like my boyfriend's permanent condition?
Yeah, right.
You know, like
you like actually using the lift for its purpose.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just really upset over that. I wish I said something to her and said, hey, what if that was you? Like, you know, I didn't understand what was going on until we got off the elevator.
I feel like half the time if I don't speak up about something that I think is wrong, it's because I didn't fully understand the situation first. So I didn't want to jump to conclusion. It's usually only until afterwards I realized like, oh, that was really awful.
Yeah.
I wish I said something.
I know, right? That's how I felt.
Do you like go over the interaction in your head as well? Like I'll like practice the speech that I would have said to them. Like, I know. I up like winning arguments in the shower. Like
yes.
Oh, good.
You get all heated up and you start squeezing your shampoo bottle.
Exactly. But I mean, of course, like we said, we don't know if these people are from Singapore or if they're tourists or wherever they're from. But
it just happened while we were physically here.
Yes. So yeah, those are our bad experiences here in Singapore. Let us know in the comments if you've had any bad experiences while you're here.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
I'd be really interested to see like what people think, and also you can chat about your channel a little bit.
Yes, if you guys don't know who I am yet, my name is Brianna from GlobalFashionGal. I own a fashion and travel and expat life in Singapore themed related videos on my channel, so very similar to your theme, so I think that's why we get along quite well, So I also have an Instagram, I post on there a lot, and a blog where I post about like travel guides and fashion and stuff like that, So yeah, you should definitely go check those out, links will be down below, go click on that. And if you'd like to see more videos with the two of us, maybe we can catch up sometime in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know when that'll be.
I'll always have friends here, so I'll come back and visit.
Oh yeah, definitely, always welcome here at the
the residence that we will not be naming the location of. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you check out Brianna's channel. She's got some really great content. All the links are down below. And I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I have to like cover the screen. You can cover it. Go ahead and cover the screen with your hand. We'll go together. Woo! Okay.
Awesome.